Hey guys, welcome to my channel, and today I want to talk about how to train in hot and humid weather. How not to die while cycling or running outdoor. How to perform better. How to stay stronger. How to make heat more tolerable. So if you're interested, please continue watching this video. I was born in Siberia, and the weather there is a little bit different compared to the weather here in the place where I live now. In winter time in Siberia it will be like minus 40 degrees Celsius and Fahrenheit. When it's minus 40 it's the same, so you can imagine how cold is that. And now I'm here. I live in Florida. It's a sunshine state. It's a beautiful place to live and to train, but sometimes it could be overwhelming, especially for endurance athletes who spend a lot of time cycling, swimming, biking outdoor. So the beginning, of course, I was dying here. I was complaining, I was frustrated, and mostly I was training indoor on the treadmill or on the cycling trainer indoor. But I realized that I need to change something, that I need to adjust to the weather, and I need to find some positive side of training in the heat. Before start training outdoor in heat and humidity, you need to know how does this weather affect our body. First of all, it increases our heart rate, it increases our water loss, it decreases our maximum cardiac output, it decreases our performance, and it increases our recovery time. Training in heat can put you at risk for dehydration, heat stroke, and other heat-related illnesses. And basically the common sense is the key to avoiding these problems. There are some tips and tricks how to manage the heat and how to keep your body temperature cooler. The first tip is you need to hydrate yourself. Hydrate before, during, and after the training session. And I strongly recommend you, if you run more than 30 minutes, you need to carry a bottle of water with you, or pick the trails where you can get an access to the water, like water fountains or something like that. And when we sweat, we lose a lot of electrolytes. So we need to consume special sports drinks like isotonic to restore the essential micro elements and sodium. The second tip is choose your clothing carefully. Try to pick white or light color clothing. They will absorb the sun as compared to the dark or like black color which absorb the sun. Also, loose fitted clothing will help your body to breathe, and it will cool down naturally. The third tip is choose the right time to train. The coolest time of the day is before sunrise or right after the sunrise. Also, you can run in the evening after 6 or 7 o'clock. For example, now at 7 o'clock it's pretty cool. Yes, it's still not perfect weather for running or cycling, but still it's much better than during the daytime. Try to avoid that time between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Tip number 4, make splashes. I love to do that, and I do it all the time, especially on my race day, because it really helps you a lot to cool down. The best point where you need to splash the water is your head, back of the neck, and the underarm areas. The other super important thing is don't push too hard, please. Listen to your body, be wise enough, run by your feel, not by the pace, because your pace is going to be much slower. For example, if you run in your perfect weather condition like 5 minutes per kilometer, here it's going to be 6 minutes per kilometer. Of course, depend on your tolerance to the heat and your experience. Tip number 6, wear sunscreen. I recommend you to use waterproof sunscreen because we sweat a lot, and with SPF protection at least 30. I even use for my face SPF 50. And don't forget to reapply it if you run or cycling more than 2 hours. Why it's so important and crucial to use sunscreen? because when we get sunburn, our body, our skin loses the ability to sweat, and hence loses the ability to cool down naturally. Very important to be educated, and you need to know the signs of the heat-related illnesses and be ready to recognize yourself and your running partner. So if you feel weak, dizzy, or like cool and stop sweating, maybe slow down or even stop running and take some fluid. If you still don't feel good, you need to lie down in the shade and wait until you feel better. The other way to keep your body temperature down is to try out some new cooling technology. They come in a variety of shapes and price, so I'm going to describe a couple of them which I found out the most interesting. The first is Ice Vest, designed by Nike in made of ice packs. It was designed especially for pro athletes for Beijing Olympics, and pro athletes they use it pre-work band to cool their body temperature down. The other interesting thing is to cool point by trigger point. It's an ice pack which doesn't melt that quickly, and it's strapped around your palms, so you can even take it on your race days. So basically it's meant to be used during the workouts. The other thing which you can use after the workout to decrease your recovery time is special gear, clothing designed by brand 110, and it's a special cloth where you can put the ice can. What I personally use, and I bought it recently on Amazon, it's a cooling cap. It looks like that. Maybe it doesn't look that cool, but it works. So you need to wet it and shake it and get rid of the excessive water, and by that you activate the cooling technology. And I thought maybe it's just a way to sell it, maybe it won't work, but I tried it on my 1 hour run, and it was still wet and cooled me down. So if you have training session like more than 1 hour, you can wet it, for example, when you carry a bottle of water with you, or if you see some beach showers, you can wet it and it will last again for another hour. Many athletes, they train in altitude to increase their performance, but can heat be better than altitude? Researchers have been looking for the effect of training in the heat on their athletes' performance, and their results have been constantly surprising. Researchers from University of Oregon, they track 12 cyclists, 10 male and 2 female, over a period of 10 days in very high temperature, over 100 degrees. And the other control group, they did the same training sessions but in more like comfortable weather, and but the same humidity level, 30%. And what surprised us that after 10 days, the first group, they increased their performance by 7%, which is pretty significant for the cyclists. And not only that, they become better athletes in cooler weather conditions. Studies have found that training in the heat increases in athletes' blood plasma volume, and therefore increases their cardiovascular fitness, and also it decreases the blood lactate. It decreases the body core temperature, and it increases the skeletal muscle force, and moreover it makes an athlete better in a cooler weather condition. So the training in the heat does a better job, not only in increasing VO2 max, but also be a better athlete in a wide range of temperatures. I'm going to run a New York Marathon in November, so we'll see how my training in the heat will affect the result and how strong I will be in November, because the weather here is gonna be pretty cool. Comment down below, how do you manage the heat and what do you do to become more tolerable to the hot weather condition, besides packing up and moving up north. See you in the next video.